Have you ever wondered why our GST bill has two components, CGST and SGST? Why it is not IGST? So this module I am going to explain about how to calculate the correct CGST and SGST, that is the Central Goods and Service Tax and the State Goods and Service Tax or the Union Territory Goods and Service Tax. Now, we know that our Indian GST tax structure is a dual GST structure. That meaning within the state, if some transactions are happening, say for example, supplier is in Karnataka, customer is also in Karnataka, it's an intra-state supply. That meaning CGST plus SGST will be applicable. If 18% is the GST, CGST will be charged at 9%, SGST will be charged at 9%. Same is the case for Union Territory also. So if it is interstate between two states, Karnataka and Maharashtra, supplier is in Karnataka, customer is in Maharashtra, it's interstate. So IGST will be collected, that is collected by the central government, and it will be shared between central government and the destination state. Now for example, if a person from Karnataka is selling a refrigerator to a customer within Karnataka for 50,000 rupees, the GST rate is 18%. So total GST 50,000 into 18 by 100, it's 9,000. So CGST will be half of that, that is rupees 4,500, SGST will be rupees 4,500. Now, if it is IGST, total 9,000 will be collected by the central government and it will be shared between central government and the destination state. Now, what is the importance? Why they have to compute the correct GST while calculating, whether it is intra-state or interstate? Reason, first is they have to raise the correct invoice with the correct GST. Second, they have to reflect that value in the GST returns. That also should be correct. Then to claim the input tax credit, correct input tax credit they have to claim. Then fourth reason is they have to avoid penalties, disputes, complications later. So these are the four reasons they have to show the correct GST and the computation, whether it is intra-state or interstate, they have to calculate and collect it from the customer accordingly. Now, what are the common mistakes they can make while calculating this CGST or SGST or IGST? Sometimes they will collect the entire GST as IGST by mistake. Second mistake, they will make mistake between intra-state GST and interstate GST. Third is when this GST they will calculate on the wrong value. Then another problem is that they may not consider the reverse charge mechanism and all. Special provisions they may not consider. Reverse charge mechanism, you know that in that case, the recipient is paying the GST. So this thing, special provisions also they have to consider. Sometimes they may make mistakes. So these are the points you have to consider, and it's the duty of everyone, whoever collecting GST, to collect the correct GST when they are raising the bill, collect on the correct taxable value, and whether it is intra-state or interstate, correct invoice has to be raised and it has to be reflected in the GST returns.